Hey everyone, welcome back to Atlanta Tech Edge. Well, it's graduation season and students all over the country are beginning a new chapter in their lives, whether heading off to college or starting their career. So with so many options, how do you make the right choice? Well, my next guest has developed a site that helps make the decision for you. Welcome, Carlo Martinez. Welcome.
Hi.
I'm so happy to have you here. I was telling my husband that I had Carlo Martinez on the show, and he thought that we had the pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. But it's even better than that. It's Carlo Martinez, founder of Steppingblocks. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's right. Well, tell us in your words what Steppingblocks is.
So Steppingblocks is a digital career counselor. And the goal for Steppingblocks is to help students make intelligent decisions when it comes to their education and their careers.
Carlo, where were you so many years ago? I needed you then, buddy. But tell us why and when you started Steppingblocks.
Well, so I built this because it's something that I could have used. Right before I started building the company, I was working in the field of data analytics, helping financial institutions make decisions and all data-driven. But before I was doing that in the field of finance, my beginnings were not very clean. I didn't really know how I could grow in the corporate space. I graduated with a college degree in finance, and I didn't know what to do with that. So I struggled a lot at the beginning, and I wish I had something that would allow me to make more intelligent decisions. So when I hit this world of data analytics, I thought I could use this powerful methodology in education to help students like myself, parents, navigate their kids through these big decisions when it's going to college, picking a major, getting experience to get a job, etc.
Fantastic. So tell us how it works.
So the way it works is that there are three entry points. One is I have no idea what I want to do. Second is I already know what I'm studying or I already know what I want to go to school for. And the third one is I want to be something. I want to be a journalist.
Right.
So in the case, for example, let's say an example, you want to be, I want to study journalism. So what we do is we take, you go into the platform and you say journalism is my target study. And then you say maybe from X university. So what we do after that is we analyze millions of career paths in that field, and we show you where these people actually ended up, what companies they worked for, how much money they made, so that you can get a picture of the real world, right? So a lot of times people think linearly. People think, oh, if I study journalism, I'm going to end up there. But the reality is most of the time it's not, right? People end up in all these different fields.
Exactly.
So we want to first facilitate people to understand what the real world actually looks like, find opportunities that they never thought about, and then surround that decision with resources that help them get there. So it could be advice, it could be whether, what college to pick, etc.
That is amazing. Wow. How do you build up the content for that? How do you go about?
So yeah, so we gather data from many different places. So we have resumes that we analyze. So millions of resumes. We also have corporate data from companies, all the schools in the U.S. So data from those, and salary data. So that's all for the analytics part, right? So just kind of this is what it is. This is the real world. But then we also have a network of people and a research team that is finding what are those things that you have to learn right now to be successful in your field, right? So there are things that you, as being in this space, you learned after college, right? You learn after you graduated, and those are things that really you wish you could tell yourself, and we're offering that to our students. So this group of mentors and people researching this material are providing that advice to people that are starting up.
Okay, great for college graduates, but other people can utilize it too. So who are your target audience, or is it everybody? So
it's one of those things where anybody could use it, but we have to focus, right? It really should start early. It's more like a preventive tool. But people make decisions when they have to, right? You have to make a decision, and we identify people make decisions when they have to go to college, right? So in the senior year in high school, and then the senior year in college when they have to get internships and experience in jobs. But so in the B2C market, we can go after any individual. However, our target is institutions. So we've been approached with colleges, high schools, student organizations, and the goal is to help. There's an average of 500 students to one counselor in the U.S.
Wow.
So what we do is we come in with a platform and scale the efforts of those counselors to help them. If they're servicing 500 kids, they know about those kids, they get data, and they get information about them, so they can help those kids make more intelligent decisions.
It's brilliant. What a great resource, not only for students, but for counselors and institutions alike. Thank you, Carlo, for sharing that with us. Steppingblocks, amazing. I wish you were around 15 years ago, but I'm glad you'll be helping many future generations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for being here. Coming up on Atlanta Tech Edge, we'll show you how to create the next big mobile app in 20 minutes or less. That's coming up. You don't want to miss that. And later in the elevator pitch, meet the company changing the way you think about your online identity.